Hey guys, Zen here, and today we've got some actually massive leaks to talk about for the next season of Rainbow Six Siege. You guys should know that we are going to be talking about future content, and I know some of you guys prefer to go in blind, so here is your warning. But I'm ready, so let's get into this. So for those of you who don't know, the next season of Rainbow Six Siege will see two operators from different CTUs. If we take a look at the Year 4 roadmap, you can see we'll have an operator from Denmark and one from the United States Secret Service. So over on Reddit, a post went up detailing the possible abilities for these two operators. It goes on to say the Danish attacker is invisible to cameras and also has a silent step ability very similar to Cav. The Secret Service defender has a special eyesight that bypasses flashes and smokes. Now, the person saying all of this is one of the guys who leaked out most of Burnt Horizon, and that is also confirmed in this post. So there is a high likelihood that this is legit and could be the potential new operators coming with Season 2. But of course, take everything with a grain of salt. Now, before we break everything down, I'm interested to know your initial thoughts on these two abilities, so be sure to let me know in a comment below. To be honest, this is very early to be hearing leaks this specific about the new season, considering Burnt Horizon is only officially a few days old. But I'm more curious about the defender, so let's talk about it. So with the eyesight, it says it'll be able to bypass smoke, so I'm assuming this means the operator will be able to see through smokes, but also not be affected by flashbangs. Now, as it is in the game today, this type of attacker utility is only really countered by one operator, and that is of course Jaeger. His ADS destroys any projectile it comes into contact with, so it obviously has no effect on the defenders. For a long time now, I've been waiting to hear of another operator that kind of helps Jaeger with this task. Bandit has Mute and also now Kaid to prevent the hard breach, but Jaeger has always been the only one who can do anything about the projectiles in the game. Now, this operator doesn't actually prevent them from going off, but he won't be affected by them, so it kind of will act as a counter to those secondary gadgets. Now, being able to see through smoke is very powerful. Since the beginning, the attackers have always used smoke as a way to cover an entry or flank, or just prevent the defenders from being able to see a certain area. And it wasn't until Maestro that they've been able to see what's going on in the smoke. But this defender is able to see through it, so not only does it make smoke grenades less viable on attack, it's also finally a hard counter to glass. This operator has dominated the 1-2 punch of throwing out a smoke and peeking through to clean up some kills, but now he'll potentially be seeing someone peeking back, so it'll make his gameplay loop much more challenging. There's also a bit of synergy with Smoke, the operator. For a while now, at least for me, Smoke has been a little underwhelming. I just feel like ops like Lesion and even Echo to some degree are simply outshining him right now, so an operator that could better use his smoke canisters could make him a more viable pick. Now, as far as how it may work, I'm thinking it'll drop down kind of like Jackal. Now, the big question here though is whether or not the defender will always have access to this site, or if it'll be limited in some way. Personally, I think it'll kind of be on and off like Glass. When you want to use it, you just flip a switch, and when you don't want it, you obviously turn it off. Now, those are just some early thoughts on the Secret Service defender, but we still need to discuss the attacker. So it sounds like a blend between Vigil and Cat. She'll be invisible to defender cams and also have some kind of silent step ability where her footsteps will be quieter. Now, for a while, I've been wondering why Lesion has remained as strong as he has when it comes to his goo. He has recently been nerfed, where his SMG lost a bit of damage, but his goo is pretty much as strong as it's ever been. It's going to be really difficult getting intel on this operator because she's invisible to cameras, but also silent, so knowing where she's coming from could be really challenging. However, goo is invisible and also really loud, so it would act as a great counter to this operator, so it's possible this is why Lesion really hasn't seen a gadget nerf. I'm guessing this ability works in sync where you activate it and it provides both abilities at once, which means it most likely is electronic, so this could be another solid reason to pick Mute if this does come to be true. Now, as far as the leaks, that's pretty much everything we know. I will say that last time with Burnt Horizon, a lot of this information was switched for the two operators. Mozzie was Gridlock and Gridlock was Mozzie, and based on the actual CTUs, this could be the case here as well. I could be wrong, but as a Secret Service operator, I think they'd be more stealthy or invisible to camera feeds, so it would make more sense to me if that were the attacker, but that is just my guess. So again, guys, this is really early stuff. Operation Burnt Horizon literally isn't even a full week old, and we're already taking a look at what could be coming. But I can't complain because I do honestly love this kind of stuff, and also sharing it with you guys. But I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think of these two operators? Do you think my theory of them is accurate? And at the very least, do you think any of this stuff is legit? Let me know everything in a comment below. Make sure you guys do drop a like if you're enjoying this content, but I'm ready for you guys to get this work. So with that being said, it's been Zen. Hey, I'm out.
4, last stop standing.
Loading new magazine.
Oh, he's in that one next to objective. Yeah, like right behind you, Penny. Like that room.
Friendly victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
There it is.
You can literally look that far out.
Kaid.
Watch out for cap cans. Watch out for
Drone
cap cans.
deployed.
Alright, relax, relax. There's a captain right in front of us, Quantum. Captain right in front of us.
I got it.
And in that room as well. Captain's in there.
Cap cans laying by the table.
Banan, peek the hatch.
Activating drone.
I'm drawing it. He's still left the small white closet.
He's down in that room. I downed him. On the stairs to your right.
Op 4, last stop standing.
Good shit.
Ready.
Secure the
Right in
container.
front of you. Right in front of you. To your left, Banan. No, behind you.
Hostile activity neutralized. Securing the room. One friendly operator remaining.
There we go.
Hell yeah. Hell
Op
yeah.
4 eliminated.
Right.
Op 4 has located a bomb. You know what to do.
Right on me. Right at that.
One friendly operator remaining. One Op 4 remaining.
Behind the desk, planning.
5 seconds left. The bomb diffuser has been successfully deployed.
Nice job, dude.
Dude, well done, man.
Diffuser located. Disable it.
That was a horrible call out on my end.
Smoke it, smoke it, smoke it. Go.
Diffuser is active. Protected at all costs.
Behind the mirror.
4 last operator standing.
down. Cover me.
Hey, watch behind us. I got this.
Connector.
Connect the door.
Op 4 eliminated.
Fuck.
Casper, do you have a spare impact?
I'm impact.
For main lobby,
Where from?
main lobby. They're in.
What do you want?
At front door. No, it's on hard left.
You want me to? You
No,
want
it's
me to
alright.
break that?
It's alright. No, it's alright. Nice guy.
Oh man, my bad.
Friendly last operator standing.
Cluster charge live. Cluster charge activated.
You have found the biohazard container. Proceed to its location. Op 4 last operator standing. Resume securing the container once the threat is neutralized.
Let's go.
Op 4 eliminated.